This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum for Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com, as we have the 3A state girls semifinals live tonight, as the ALCHESAY Falcons will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. The number 4 seed here to take on the number 1 seed, the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. And both these teams have punched their ticket to this game, hoping to punch their ticket for this game tomorrow. I had a very brief interaction with Coach Sanchez talking about his Falcons, and he just said we're excited. And we wish him the best of luck, and we're going to see how it plays out for Coach Sanchez and his squad. But first, we're going to go to our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center pregame. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game, and it's the same thing we've talked about all year, especially in the girls game: fundamentals, defense, rebounding, shooting. Although last game we saw 15 three-pointers by the Fort Thomas boys, so either team gets hot, we could have anything happen in this ball game. So our keys to the game are going to be fundamental basketball. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. Well, except I gave our keys to the game on our Regional Medical Center. So we're going to talk about there are no injuries to report for either team. Now we're going to go to our Ace Hardware pregame. Ace Hardware is a 24/7 locksmith. Anytime you're locked out of a car, anytime you need a key made, day or night, any night of the week, any day of the week. Ace Hardware, Sholo, Pine Top, and Overguard. As again, the keys to the game are going to be fundamental basketball. As we got about a minute 30 on the clock, where I don't think they're going to be doing the national anthem, because they did the national anthem before the 11 o'clock game. As if ALCHESAY advances, we'll have them live tomorrow here from Veterans Memorial Coliseum. We will have the St. John's Lady Redskins at 9 a.m. tomorrow as they take on the Fountain Hills Falcons in the 2A Girls Championship. Congratulations to Coach Ray Davis and the St. John's Redskins, as both teams are now clearing the floor, and we're going to have the starting lineups. We're going to go ahead, folks, and take a break as we get ready for that. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we get ready for the starting lineups. And I believe it looks from the bench that it looks like Coach Sanchez is going to go with a very familiar 5 as we're going to try to pick up a little bit of the public address announcer as Hannah Quintero is named.
And guard, a senior, number 4,
Keone Nashio wearing number 4 for the Falcons. The Falcons come out in their baby blues adorned in gold. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 FM, KNKI, Pine Top Sholo, and 102.5 Pine Top, a Kopaniki Communications station. As Peyton Parker and Alyssa Jim, of course, Alyssa Jim, cannot forget her. As now we're going to get the starting lineup for Coach Whitney's squad as they have earned the right, #1 in this tournament, as I am not, with the bracket in front of me, sure who knocked them out of the copper to put them back into the 3A tournament. Kelly James, number 12, announced.
And guard, a sophomore, number 13,
Leilani Williams wearing 13 tonight. Window Rock comes out in their white uniforms and their baby blue trim outlined in navy blue as number 21, Courtney Bazzelli, gets her name announced over the loudspeaker.
freshman, number 23,
Tiana Edison, number 23. And finally, number 24, Naomi James. As we get set for tip-off here from Veterans Memorial Coliseum. As we get set for tip-off here, one more game to take place tonight. I believe it is a 3A boys semifinal. As I'm not exactly sure, but if you followed anything on social media today for what's going on in the state tournament, as we are just here having a good time, but if you've been anywhere today, you've seen the posts about Coolidge in the state tournament. We're going to get to that later. As James gets ready to jump, and the ball's up as James jumps against Williams. ALCHESAY controls the ball. Here comes Quintero. Inside now to James. James spins. It's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go back to the Winter Rock Fighting Scouts. Well, not back. That was the initial jump ball as it goes right back. So a jump ball opportunity for the Falcons as James is going to bring it in. James going to bring it into Edison. Edison, the freshman for the Scouts. Edison brings the ball over the time stripe. She sends it over in the corner to Bazzelli. Bazzelli, comfort fit dentures. 3-point shot, Courtney Bazzelli. Here comes Quintero handling the ball. Quintero pushes it forward to Nashio. Nashio now hands it off to Parker. Parker now on the near side, outside the arc. Ball ends up in the hands of Mansfield. Mansfield to her right. Mansfield between the legs. Now she picks up her dribble, looks over to Nashio. Nashio over on the far side to Parker. Parker puts it into Jim. Jim puts it up off the backboard, no good. Rebound Scouts. Rebound is going to be credited to Williams. Here come the Fighting Scouts. Edison goes to her right. Back now to James. Ball's going to go off a foot, and it's going to be, I was going to say a kick, but it's just going to go out of bounds, and that's going to belong to the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. You see Coach Sanchez down there giving orders to his team. He has done a fantastic job. One of the best, and I say this a lot about our 3A East coaches, but between Coach Brogan, Coach Perkins, Coach Sanchez, we have a great bunch of people coaching our youth. Inbound goes from James to Edison. Inside to James it goes, and we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul as Tiana Edison goes up. She puts up a shot, and she is fouled. So the basket is going to be good. Early 5-0 lead. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Fighting Scouts on top of the ALCHESAY Falcons. Edison a chance to complete the three-point play. Edison shots up is good. 5-0, here come the Falcons. As James inbounds the ball to Quintero. Quintero crosses over the middle. Back to Peyton Parker. Parker to Nacio. Nacio to her left. Beyond the arc, now pushes it in. It's stolen. Intended for Mansfield. Stolen by the Scouts. Stolen by Edison. Edison puts it up. It's going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded by Kelly James. James now puts up a three-point shot. No good. Rebound. Mansfield had it. Now Mansfield kicks it forward to Quintero. Quintero has 2-on-1. She goes down to Parker. Parker leans, puts it up. It's going to be no good. It's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go back to the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Fighting Scouts on top, 6-0 on the ALCHESAY Falcons. Ball is now inbounded to Edison. Edison brings it over center court. Now Edison goes over to Bitzelli. Now to Williams, and Williams puts it through. Leilani Williams, 2 points for the Scouts, 8-0. Scouts on top of the Falcons. As Parker, now to Nacio. Parker drives. Left, right, as it goes out of bounds, and it's gonna stay and belong to the Falcons. The official almost signaled the other way, but enough to say no, as we're gonna get a whistle, we're gonna get a timeout. We're gonna go ahead and take it too. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide and iTalk106.7.com.
Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk106.7.com. And we'd like to give a shout out to Drexler Singer 2840. We're smiling at the comment. We're smiling at the comment. For those of you who may be listening on radio, you might want to pop over to our YouTube channel and just read the comments. It's an interesting time. ALCHESAY to inbound. It's Nacio. Nacio now throws it out to Quintero. Back to Nacio. Over on the far side outside the arc. Nacio now pushes it to Parker. Parker at the top of the key, back to Nacio. Nacio over to Quintero. 3-point shot on its way. It is good. Comfort, fit, dentures. 3-point shot as Quintero gets a steal. She goes, puts it up. She's going to be fouled. As the foul is going to go against Edison, that's going to be her first personal. That is going to be the first team, but Hannah Quintero goes to the line. 8-3 early on. Girls 3A action. Semifinals. ALCHESAY Falcons against the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. Quintero's first free throw, not even a question mark on that one as it sinks right through, tickles the bottom of the twine. Quintero up for her second free throw. It's up, it is good. Window Rock to inbound. Now forward to Williams. Williams Now to Bitselli. Is it stolen by the Falcons again? Mansfield has it. Mansfield now brings it over. Trying to signal out her teammates. Pushes it over to Parker. Parker looked for Jim. Now has to come out. Now gets it into Jim. As Jim goes left, right. Jim puts it up, and that's going to be good. Alyssa Jim. 2 points for the Falcons. 8-5. Window Rock on top. Forward is to James. Back now to Bitselli. Over now, three-pointer on its way. Comfort Fit Dentures. 3-point shot. Tiana Edison of the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. ALCHESAY brings it down forward to Mansfield. Mansfield back beyond the arc. She tries to throw it to Parker. It's tipped, as we're going to get a tip, so Parker's going to handle it. Parker's going to throw it forward to Quintero. Quintero to her left. Back now to Nashio. As now we have a scramble for the ball, and it's going to be, Scouts are going to get it. However, as the pass is thrown out from the bottom of the pile, it's thrown directly to Parker, so Parker now has it. She goes to Mansfield. Mansfield, NBA, Comfort Fit Dentures, three-pointer, 11-10. Window Rock on top as the pass is tipped to Williams. Williams gathers it back in. Now outside to James. We get a whistle, we get a blocking foul, and they're going to call that Keone Nashio. That's going to be her first personal, second team. As we get a little break in the action here, as Alyssa Jim is replaced. She is replaced by Kamari Classe. As Window Rock throws it back, the ball is intended for number 12. It's intended for Kelly James. However, it goes off the fingertips. It's going to belong to the Falcons. Nashio to inbound, Nashio to Quintero. Quintero over now to Parker. Parker back to Nashio. Nashio now to her left. Hands it to Quintero. Quintero wanted a three, didn't get it, now goes outside to Classe. Classe intended for Parker, but it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Falcons, as it was last tipped by the Scouts. And folks, it is an amazing environment to be here at Veterans Memorial Coliseum this evening, as a very storied building. The original home of the Phoenix Suns, I believe, completed in 1967, now part of the State Fairgrounds. Quintero with the ball. Back to Nashio. Parker with it. Now to Classe. Back to Parker. Mansfield. As Window Rock steals it away. Controlled by James. Forward now to James. Forward now to Kelly James. Kelly James over on the far side. Sends it to Edison. Edison is fouled. That's going to go against Quintero. That is her second personal. So Coach Sanchez might start thinking about replacing her. As we have 3 minutes and 18 seconds left, Window Rock's up 11-10 on the ALCHESAY Falcons. Ball goes inside to Bitselli. Bitselli outside now. Three-point range is Tiana Edison. Comfort Fit Dentures. Three-point shot. 14-10. Window Rock on top to Mansfield. Mansfield now to her right. Mansfield drives the lane. She tries to put up and in. She is fouled. Mansfield's going to go to the line to shoot two. 14-10. 2 minutes and 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Live from Veterans Memorial Coliseum, just off downtown Phoenix. Like I said, a very storied building. You know, you come in and you watch some basketball here and you almost picture some of those late 80s Phoenix Suns teams. As the first free throw by Mansfield is good. I thought I saw Tom Chambers wandering around down there, but I was wrong. Maybe it was Kevin Johnson. I don't know. We'll have to look at some of those old second free throw's up. It is good. It rolls around and drops in from the front side of the rim. ALCHESAY putting on the pressure. As Window Rock intends it for Edison, it's knocked away, but Edison does come up and grab it. Forward now to James. That's Naomi James to Edison. Back now to Williams. Williams, three-point shot on its way. It's no good. Rebound's kicked around. It's eventually in the hands of Kelly James. Kelly James puts it up, but she is fouled. That's going to go against Kamari Classe. 14-12. Window Rock on top of ALCHESAY. James to shoot two free throws. First free throw's on its way. It's no good. But still a very usable venue here at America West Arena. The AIA has done a great job of making it a very good home for these championships the next couple weekends. Second free throw's up. It is no good as well as it rolls off. It's going to be rebounded by ALCHESAY. ALCHESAY loses it. Now we're going to get a travel on Window Rock as the ball rolls around. It's gathered in by James. However, they're going to call James for the travel. And it's going to go back to the Falcons, down 14-12. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Here comes Parker. And one thing, folks, over to Mansfield, one thing is Coach Sanchez does not seem to be in his normal routine of subbing. As that goes to Burnett, Burnett does lose it. Now outside to ALCHESAY, back to Mansfield. Mansfield to her right, now gives it off to Parker. Parker now to ALCHESAY, back to Parker. Parker over on the far side. Three-point shot attempt by Beach, no good. ALCHESAY does get the rebound back, tries to go into Burnett. We're getting a whistle, we're getting a foul. They're going to call that on the arm as it's going to go against the Scouts. They're going to call that against Kelly James. I don't even know what the guesstimate would be on the crowd tonight, but it's in the thousands. As Parker has the ball, Parker looking to drive. Now Parker kicks it out to Beach. Beach over to ALCHESAY. ALCHESAY at the top of the key. Sends it over on the far side. Back to Parker. Parker drives. Puts it up. Going to be no good. Burnett with the rebound. And Burnett wanted to go back up with it. She sends it out to Parker. Now Mansfield with the ball at the top of the key. Mansfield puts up a three-point shot. No good. ALCHESAY fights for it. Puts it up. No good. ALCHESAY gets it back somehow. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a foul. As ALCHESAY falls to the floor. Kamari ALCHESAY. And folks, I don't know how she came back up that ALCHESAY is still down. And this is not good news as she's coming up. She's shaking it off. And she's going to go to the line and shoot too. As some of our broadcasts this year on iTalk 106.7 or worldwide on iTalk106.7.com that involve these Falcons, both boys and girls, have been some amazing atmospheres. Thrown in, it's intercepted by Colleen Segay. Segay goes down, puts it up. That's going to be no good. And Beach is going to get the rebound. Now Beach has it almost stolen away. Bodies to the floor. As Parker comes up against it, it's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say it belongs to the Scouts as Parker tips it out of bounds. 14-12, 1 minute and 16 seconds left here in this first quarter. Naomi James directing her team as James is going to inbound. James throws it into James. Back to James. Rebound, I can't quite see who that is. It's 21. Courtney Bitselli, 2 points, 16-12. Forward now to ALCHESAY. Mansfield drives. Mansfield drives through traffic, puts it up, kisses it off the backboard, no good. Rebound Burnett, but it goes out of bounds off Burnett's fingers. And it's going to go back to the Fighting Scouts as Leah Lupe is going to check in for the Falcons. Giving Kamari ALCHESAY a breather, and we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a timeout by the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. It's a Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
Welcome back, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 or worldwide on iTalk 106.7, coming to you live from Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum, where the Window Rock Fighting Scouts have a 16-12 lead in this first quarter, as the winner of this game will advance and will play in the 3A championship tomorrow. Scouts to inbound. I believe James inbounds. It's back to James. It's to Bitselli, now back to Naomi James. Over now to Bitselli. Bitselli pushes it forward to Williams. Back now in the hands of Bitselli at the 28-foot line. Pushes it forward to Naomi James. Naomi James right, left. Now to Segay. Kelly James. Now Naomi James. James drives, puts it up, no good. And Colleen Segay puts up an errant behind her back shot that's no good. ALCHESAY rebounds. Now it ends up pushing forward to the hands of Mansfield, who hits a comfort. Fit Dentures, three-point shot, 16-15. Window Rock on top of the Falcons as Window Rock comes down. Forward now to Bitselli. Bitselli puts up a three-pointer. It's no good. However, it is rebounded by Kelly James. Out to James. No good. Rebound. Falcons in the first quarter comes to an end. We're going to go ahead and take a break, folks. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we get set to start the second quarter, and that is time for our Mountain, nope, Comfort Fit Denture, nope, Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off the college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's Northland Pioneer College, now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Northland Pioneer College. The ball ends up in the hands of Parker. Parker now sends it over to Leah Lupe, back to Parker at the top of the key. Over now to Beach. Beach drives, it's stolen, and we're going to have Parker ends up with it somehow. Parker tries to get into Burnett. It's knocked away by James, and it's going to go out on James, and it goes back to the ALCHESAY Falcons. However, there is 17 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be Lupe to inbound. Lupe now to Parker. Parker over to Mansfield. Mansfield now to the top of the key. Now to the 28-foot line. Back. Being guarded closely by James. Over now to Beach. Beach goes to her left. Now Beach kicks it back to Parker. Parker now looking to drive. Parker shut down as we get a shot clock violation. I just mentioned that, folks. 17 seconds on the shot clock. The ALCHESAY girls were unaware. 16-15. Fighting Scouts on top of the Falcons. James with the ball for the Scouts. That is Naomi James to her left. Now she's at the top of the key. Sends it over to Bitselli. Bitselli now to James. Back to Naomi James. Block, no, foul. As Burnett's going to get whistled with her first personal. That's going to be the first team of the quarter. And they are going to call that a shooting foul as Naomi James is going to go to the line to shoot a couple. First free throw is no good. Good first quarter by both teams. Second free throw is good. 17-15. As it's intercepted, ALCHESAY tries to come down. It goes back into the hands of Naomi James. Naomi James bringing it down, up 2 points on the Falcons. Bitselli's going to put up a three-point shot. It's going to fall short. However, the rebound is going to be gathered in by Edison. Put up, no good. And the Scouts with the rebounds. The Scouts absolutely controlling the boards. As it's rebounded by number 35, Segay, and it goes over to, I believe that was Bitselli, 2 points. 19-15. Window Rock on top. Mansfield with it. Mansfield to her right. Now back to Parker. Parker over to her left. She backs up. She now reverses direction, comes back, and we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul, and they're going to call that one on Naomi James. That's going to be her first personal, first team of the quarter. As ALCHESAY was 3 for 5 in that first period on three-pointers, and Window Rock 3 for 6. As we appreciate the AIA providing in-game stats for us. Now the ball's intended for Burnett. It's going to be knocked away by Bitselli. Here come the Scouts. 19-15 Scouts, 4-point lead. Over in the corner. That's going to be put up by Bitselli. It's going to be no good. Rebound. Rebound's put back up by Edison. It's no good. Scouts inbound, rebound again. James with the rebound. James goes back up. Whistle, foul. Kelly James now back at the line to shoot 2. 19-15. Kelly James at the line. First one is no good. Here comes the second one. Up and on its way. No good as well. Rebound, Naomi James. Back over in the hands of Bitselli. Bitselli, three-point shot on its way. Good. Comfort. Fit. Dentures, three-point shot. ALCHESAY to push it forward to Nashio. Nashio now to her left. To her right. To Mansfield. Mansfield at the top of the key, doing some matriculation. Back now to Nashio. Nashio stopped, knocked away. Nashio gains it back to ALCHESAY. ALCHESAY spins, 14-foot jump shot. No good, out of bounds, but it's going to stay. They're going to say it was tipped by the Scouts. 22-15, 5 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the first half. ALCHESAY to inbound. Nashio's going to come get the ball away. Nashio now throws it way back to Mansfield. Mansfield to ALCHESAY. ALCHESAY tries to get it to Burnett. It's knocked away. Segay has it. We're going to get a foul. They're going to call that one on the Falcons. As they're going to whistle ALCHESAY with her second personal. That is going to be the third team of the quarter. Scouts to inbound. Inbound goes to Edison. Edison bringing it up. Now dishes it over back to Edison. Over to James. James now goes to her right. It's knocked away briefly. James gets it back. Looking to post. Send it to Bitselli. Bitselli now pushes it. Tries to get a pass to Edison. It goes out of bounds, and that's going to go back to the Falcons as we get a substitute as Hannah Quintero checks back in the ball game for the ALCHESAY Falcons. Quintero with the ball. Back now to Nashio. Nashio to her left. And it's whipped away. Back to the Scouts. Forward to James. James now gathers it in on the far side. James goes to push it out of bounds. She's blocked by ALCHESAY. And it goes, and we're going to have the ball fall. A couple bodies go to the floor, but Bitselli gets it. Now back to James. Now over to James. This is Naomi James. In the corner to Edison. Edison drives, puts it up. Going to be no good. Burnett with the rebound. Burnett forward to no, it's Nashio. Now Nashio to Quintero, and we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul, and they're going to call that on number 23, Edison. That's going to be her second personal, and that's going to be, I believe that's the second team of the quarter. Now, folks, when I was a young lad growing up, they used to have Suns broadcasts from this building with the famous Al McCoy. A lot of times there would be a TV broadcast as well, and I would mute the TV and I would listen to the local broadcast. Just something that I thought was pretty good. So, you know, if there's something you don't like on the broadcast, flip over to our audio. We'd love to have you. Join us here on iTalk 106.7 for Show LaForge presentation of high school basketball. Quintero inside to Burnett. Burnett pushes her way in. Oh, goes off the back of the iron. Rebound. Bitselli of the Scouts. Bitselli's pushing it forward now to Naomi James. Naomi James drives the middle of the lane. It's going to be stolen by the Falcons. Hannah Quintero. As Hannah Quintero getting bumped around a little bit, but she brings it across. Now to Mansfield. Mansfield over to Clisay. Clisay thought about shooting it. Now to Nashio over to Quintero. Quintero now drives to Burnett. Burnett looks to drive. Burnett puts it up off the backboard. No good. However, she is fouled.
Fouls number 12, Kelly James. Her second 13th foul.
Uriah Burnett at the line. 22-15, 7-point lead for the Scouts. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Burnett's first free throw, not a question. Down through the hoop. As Coach Whitney getting a lot of advice from her assistants here, as Burnett's getting set to put up her second free throw. Burnett's second free throw is on its way. This one goes off the bottom of the backboard. It doesn't hit the rim, so we have I don't know if they call that a violation. I'd have to ask my officiating friends. I'm sure if any of them are listening, I'll be getting a text here. They're very good about keeping me in line, which I don't mind one bit. Sometimes I need to be kept in line. As we have a little break in the action here, as we have two officials in the backcourt. Oh, we have a young lady who decided not to be properly attired, which I do not mind at all. Get that shirt tucked in. As now the Scouts with the ball. Naomi James with the ball. James over now on the far side. Now she has it stolen again as Mansfield gets it. Mansfield rotates and throws it away. Now back to Bitselli. Bitselli over now to Naomi James. Naomi James drifts to her right. Now she sends it over to Bitselli. Bitselli in the corner. Now she drives, puts it up. That's going to be no good, but a foul. And there's going to be two shots as Bitselli's going to go to the line to shoot two free throws for the Scouts. As that's Quintero's third personal. That's also the team fourth foul of this quarter. First free throw for Bitselli is good. Bitselli looking at the line. It is no good as it rolls around. It's going to be rebounded by Jim. Jim throws it away. Bitselli tries to pick off the pass. She tips it out of bounds. The ball's going to go back to the Falcons, as I believe that's going to be Lupe to inbound. Lupe inbounding it to Parker. 2 minutes and 56 seconds left, 23-16. That's the Scouts on top. As now Mansfield has it. Mansfield drifts to her left to the top of the key. Now Mansfield tries to throw it into Jim, and it's knocked away as as Lupe tries to gather it in, and it goes out of bounds. Scout ball. Naomi James with the ball. Crosses over. ALCHESAY set back in what almost looks like a very basic zone defense. Over now to Segay. Out to Naomi James. Three-point shot on its way. No good. Whistle foul, as we're going to get a foul underneath, as I believe in certain leagues that's called a loose ball foul. That's going to be on Largy. Fourth team foul, so both teams effectively in the bonus. Ball intended for James. It's knocked away, however, James gets it back. Now sends it over Clisay. Clisay puts up a three-point shot, and that is no good as it sails to the left of the basket. 23-16, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Show LaForge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7. Stay tuned, folks. At halftime, we're going to have our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show as we get a whistle, and they whistle Naomi James for the travel. Real quick, we'd like to run down our sponsors. Show LaForge, Ace Hardware, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Comfort Indentures, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, Allegra of Sholo, Deemers, Glass, and Lakeside. We're looking for our Deemer's Glass man of the game, and our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Get your windshield repaired by the expert player of the game. As Mansfield drives, kisses off the front of the rim. That's going to be no good. Bitselli with the rebound. Bitselli now to Segay. Segay crosses it over. Top of the key over to Bitselli. Bitselli, she pauses. Now she drives out to Segay. Segay left. Now back out to Naomi James. Naomi James at the 28-foot line. Over to Segay. Segay, no. Excuse me, that's Bitselli. Bitselli drives, no good. Rebound Falcons, knocked away. It's gathered in by number 13, Leilani James. No, excuse me, Leilani Williams. She's fouled. As I didn't see who the foul was on. As I was looking at names and making sure the ladies got the press they deserve, so I'm not sure who the foul was on. We'll get it at halftime. Free throws up, it is no good. ALCHESAY checking in. I'm thinking they might have called that on Lupe, number 20. So first free throw is no good for Williams. 23-16, 1:29 left. Second one does not even come close to the mark. And I'm just remembering my time around basketball, and I believe they had a word for that that's not a word we like to use, but it did not touch any metal. It went hardwood to hand to hardwood. Mansfield with the ball. Over to ALCHESAY. Inside to James. James puts it up, no good. Now ALCHESAY gets it back, but it's knocked away as Naomi James drives down. She goes all the way, lays it up and in. Naomi James, 2 points, 25-16. 9-point lead for the Scouts. Parker now with the ball. Parker drives the lane. She puts it up. That's going to be no good. Partially blocked as Jim gets it back, but Jim's going to get it. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the ALCHESAY Falcons with 24 seconds on the shot clock. 54 seconds left in the half. 25-16. Scouts up on the Falcons. Mansfield to inbound. Knocked away by Bitselli, intended for James. ALCHESAY ball. Mansfield over to Beach. 3-point shot. Nothing. No good. Bitselli with the rebound. Forward now to James. To Bitselli. Back to Naomi James. Back to Bitselli. Bitselli top of the key. She drifts to her right. Now tries to push it inside where multiple hands have been put on it. The ball is briefly got by the Falcons. Now it's going back and forth. Eventually there's something that resembled a rugby scrum. Now forward to Parker. Parker with the Falcons having it. Down 25-16. Mansfield with the ball. It's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay and belong to the Falcons. So with 17 seconds on the shot clock, which is actually more than the game, so the shot clock is effectively off. Mansfield to inbound. Mansfield into ALCHESAY. ALCHESAY left, right, into Jim. Jim puts it up and in. Alyssa Jim, 2 points for the Falcons. 25-18, 4 seconds, 3 seconds as Bitselli has it. Back to Naomi James. Naomi James, no good. We're going to go take a break. We're going to come back and give you our Honda Ski and Outdoor Halftime Show. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
This is iTalk 1067's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
Welcome back. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we get set for our Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show. For the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear, go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor store south of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before the Honda Casino. As we see the Window Rock Fighting Scouts with 25 on the scoreboard to the ALCHESAY Falcons 18 of the first half. As we look at the first half, I'm just going to go ahead and say we were dominated on the boards. But as you look at it, it really wasn't a dominating effort, as the Window Rock Fighting Scouts had 19 boards to the ALCHESAY Falcons 17. However, offensively, Window Rock with 11 offensive rebounds to the Falcons 2. So something to look for in the second half is Coach Sanchez has got to be telling his team to get more aggressive on their defensive boards, not allowing Window Rock to have those second chances. As we want to run down scoring, is Bitzelli with 14 on the night for the Scouts, and Edison with 6, and Naomi James with 3, as well as Leilani Williams with 2. For the Falcons, Mansfield with 8, Jim with 4, Burnett with 1 on that free throw, and Quintero with 5. Quintero does have 3 personal fouls, as nobody's looking to be in foul trouble for the Fighting Scouts, as Window Rock has led most of this game, all of this game, as ALCHESAY did have a 7-point scoring run starting at 5 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. And one thing that I want to note is the score 25-18. However, Window Rock with 17 turnovers. And again, their style of ball lends itself a little bit to turnovers. But nonetheless, 17 turnovers is not what you want. But to go into halftime up 25-18 is interesting because, 17 turnovers is not a good way to do things. As nothing else really sticking out, as field goal percentage is 36% by the Scouts to 25% by the Falcons, as Window Rock had a very hot hand for that time there. And I'll just say 4 for 4 on free throws. So if you were just to give me the stats in front of me, you would think that it would be a little closer than it is. In fact, you would think ALCHESAY would be on top, but the only score that matters is this 25-18. We appreciate all you folks listening tonight. Due to AIA restrictions, we are only able to have an audio broadcast. We apologize for that, but we will say our broadcast is free. Brought to you by our sponsors, and our sponsors, amazing sponsors: Sholo Ford, Ace Hardware, Honda Ski and Outdoor, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Comfort Fit Dentures, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, Allegro of Sholo, and Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Stay tuned for our Deemer's Glass Man of the Game, as well as our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint Player of the Game as we move forward with different things. So with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left, it looks like the ALCHESAY Falcons have made their way back out. We're going to go ahead and take a break, folks, and come back and give you second half action from Veterans Memorial Coliseum. This has been your Honda Ski and Outdoor halftime show for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor store south of Pine Top on Highway 260 just for the Honda Casino. Honda Ski and Outdoor. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This has been iTalk 106.7's presentation of the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store halftime show.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we get set for second half action with the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. Up 25-18 on the ALCHESAY Falcons as the alternating possession, I believe, is going to belong to Window Rock. as Naomi James is going to inbound for the Scouts. Inbounded to Tiana Edison. Edison now to her right. Edison comes right inside the arc. Over now to Kelly James. Over on the far side, I believe that is Naomi James. Three-point shot, no good. However, rebound is going to be credited to Edison. Edison out the 28-foot line, top of the key. Edison looking to drive. Edison goes right. Now Edison kicks it out. It's going to go off the fingers of James, but it's brought back in by Bitselli. As now we have a whistle, we have a foul. As ALCHESAY goes to get a steal, and they're going to call the foul on 23. That's going to be Edison. That's going to be her third personal, and that's going to be ball back to the Falcons, down 25-18, 7:30 left in this third quarter. Quintero for the Falcons. Quintero now to her left. Quintero over to Mansfield. Mansfield left, right. Mansfield now drives, puts it up. No good. Rebound Williams of the Scouts. Back now to Bitselli. Bitselli forward to Williams. Williams back into Bitselli on a give and go. It's knocked away. Falcons with the ball. Quintero tries to push it. Now she has to pick up her dribble. Forward to James. James now to, I believe that's Nashio. Nashio over on the far side to Parker. Parker puts, that's going to go good. Peyton Parker, 2 points for the Falcons. As Falcons put on some pressure, Naomi James with it. Now forward to Bitselli as Jim knocks it away from Bitselli. Now the Scouts get the ball back. Bitselli now to her right, pushes it into James. James throws it off and hits the bottom of the backboard. And that's going to be rebounded by Nashio as Nashio gets held up. Now she gets it forward to Quintero. Quintero pushing it. We have a 4-on-3 fast break for the Falcons. Over now to Mansfield. Mansfield, three-point shot. Good. Comfort. Fit. Dentures. Three-point shot. Bitselli with the ball. As it gets knocked away, we're going to get a foul as they're going to call the foul on Nashio, and the crowd does not like it as some radio personalities of opposing teams are around us, and they do not like it. James with the ball to inbound. James now over to Segay. Segay floats to her left. Sends it over to Williams. Three-point on its way. That's Courtney Bitselli with a comfort fit dentures. Three-point shot. We get a whistle. We get a timeout. We're going to go ahead and take it to the Shosholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com, as we're going to get a timeout after the basket, which means Nashio is going to be able to run the length of the baseline as Nashio inbounds to Quintero. As Window Rock set back, as Quintero brings it over the time stripe, as now Quintero sends it over to Parker. Parker now to her left. Parker now backs out beyond the arc. Parker left, over to Nashio. Nashio looking to drive. She's at the free throw line. Looking. Now she gives it to Jim. Jim loses it. Jim grabs it back in, gets a pass, and tends it for Parker. Parker gathers it back in. Parker goes to the baseline. Parker goes all the way to the other side of the court on the far side. Quintero puts up a three-point shot, no good. And it's going to hit the hands of Jim and go out, but they're going to call a foul on Alyssa Jim. That's going to be her first personal. And that's going to be, I believe that's the second team foul for them. Bitselli with the ball. Bitselli kicks around a little bit. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Falcons. As Bitselli lost it, I think she thought it was going to be gathered back in, or it went out on the Falcons, but it did not. Quintero brings it back for the Falcons after an inbound from Nacio. Back to Nacio. Nacio left, right. She throws it back out to Quintero. Quintero back to Nacio. Nacio on the near side outside the arc. Nacio pushes into Jim. Jim left, right. Now she goes back out to Nacio, goes over the hands of Nacio. They're going to say it went out on her and goes back to the Scouts. 28-23, 5-point lead for the Window Rock Fighting Scouts. Scouts with the ball. Over now to Segay. Segay drives. She's going to lose it out of bounds. However, it's knocked out by the Falcons. 4 minutes and 44 seconds left. 28-23. Scouts on top of the Falcons as ALCHESAY just not able to close that gap all the way as Naomi James inbounds the ball. James now puts it, and we're going to get a tie-up with Bitselli as she shows a little shovel pass to Bitselli, and ALCHESAY right there to tie that up. And that's going to be Falcon ball on the alternating possession after the jump ball. Quintero brings it down. Quintero over to Nacio. Nacio now brings it to the middle. She's at the 28-foot line. Back now to Mansfield. Mansfield left. Mansfield left side. Mansfield looks to drive. She puts up about a 9-foot jumper. That's going to be no good. Window Rock gets it back in. Rebound is going to go Kelly James. Kelly James intends it for Bitselli. It's going to go out of bounds and back to the ALCHESAY Falcons. 28-23 as we got a little bit of a dry spell from both these teams as Window Rock with 3 in the quarter, ALCHESAY with 5, but there has not been a score in about 3 minutes and 13 seconds. As it goes back to Parker. Parker drives. Parker puts it in. She gets it off the glass. It's no good. It rolls in and out. James gets the rebound. Now James puts it back up. James is going to be fouled. Excuse me. Jim is going to be fouled. Alyssa Jim, my apologies to her as Jim's going to go to the line. As I did not get, we don't have a scoreboard that has the fouls on it, and usually I look to make sure I'm correct, and I did not catch the number, folks. Jim's first free throw is off the mark. 28-23. Didn't we just have 28-25? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just thinking 5-point lead. Jim's second free throw is no good. Bitselli goes to inbound it, and Bitselli goes to rebound it. She loses out of her fingertips. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back, stay with the Falcons. Forward is to Jim. Jim puts up a jumper. Good. 28-25. Now it's 28-25. As Naomi James brings it down, she's trapped by Quintero. Gets it forward. Forward to Williams. Williams now to Bitselli. Bitselli in the near side, over the far side, now to James. James, top of the key, 3 minutes and 44 seconds left. As it goes into Bitselli. Bitselli left, right. Now over to Segay. Back out to Naomi James. Naomi James fakes a 3. She drives, she spins. She puts it up. She's gonna be called for a walk. And I would normally say, let's get that on replay, but we don't have that tonight. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I think she walked. ALCHESAY with the ball, Quintero to inbound. Quintero with the ball. Parker with it. Parker left, right. Over now to Quintero, back to Parker. Now Nacio gets it. Nacio goes to Quintero. Quintero loses it. Gathered in by the Scouts. That's Williams. Forward to Naomi James. Naomi James 2-on-1. She goes, pushes into Bitselli. Up and in. 2 points off the backboard. Bitselli, 2 points, whistle, foul. We're going to take it to the Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learning new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
Welcome back, Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as the Window Rock Fighting Scouts are up on the ALCHESAY Falcons 30-25 in this semifinal matchup from Veterans Memorial, Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum, former home of the Phoenix Suns, now part of the Arizona State Fairgrounds. As the AI has turned it into a pretty good venue to watch a basketball game, as we are not quite at capacity, but I would say at least 75% filled. As Quintero gets the ball for the Falcons, Quintero brings it across the time stripe. Throws it forward to Clesay. Clesay over to Parker. Parker now drives, loses it. And it's going to go to the floor, and we're going to have, I believe, Jim picks it up. Now over to Mansfield. Mansfield, 3-point on its way. Kylie Mansfield, comfort, fit, dentures, 3-point shot. James to bring it in. Naomi James now goes inbound and now goes back to James. Forward now to Williams. Back to James. James at the top of the key. 28-foot line. Now she drifts to her right. Being picked up by Parker. Now throws it over to Segay. Back to James. James drives. Back to Segay. Segay just inside the 3-point arc. Puts it up. It's going to be no good. Rebound is going to be credited to Clesay of the Falcons. Now Clesay throws it forward to Quintero. Quintero goes to put it up. Quintero, no good. I think the ALCHESAY bench thought she was fouled. I kind of did too. Naomi James with the ball. Naomi James now drifts over to the left side. She's going to be picked up by Quintero. Over to Bitselli. Bitselli in the corner. Bitselli in the corner to Williams. Back now to Naomi James to her right. Top of the key. Over now to Segay. Tries to throw it, give and go. But it's going to be no good. As it goes and ALCHESAY has it, but the Scouts pick it up back in. Now to Bitselli. Bitselli goes to Segay. As we're going to go, Segay's going to make it, but they're going to say before Segay threw up the free throw. And folks, that was as we get the foul's going to be on Jim. As we're going to get, as ALCHESAY had it, and Window Rock, I believe it was James, cut back and intercepted the ball, ALCHESAY would have had a free ride to the basket as we get a travel on Segay, as I thought they were going to call Quintero for a reach-in, but they did not. ALCHESAY ball. As that's going to be Mansfield to inbound. As Window Rock decides to put on the pressure. Coach Whitney calling for some pressure as Mansfield now gives it to Quintero. Kind of scoops it out of bounds. Now Quintero brings it down. Quintero does bring it over. Now she pushes it forward to Burnett. Burnett now brings it back to her right. Now over to Clesay. Clesay, 3-pointer on its way. No good. Segay tries to get it, but we're going to get a whistle. We're going to get a foul as they're going to call Burnett with her second personal foul. That is the 4th team foul with a minute 26 left. 30-28, Scouts on top. End is now to Naomi James. Forward to Segay. Forward to Williams. Williams now backs up, sends it out to Naomi James. Naomi James drifts to her left. Now she drives, puts up a 14-foot jump shot. Goes off the back of the iron. That's no good. Nashio has it. Nashio now pushing it forward to Parker. Parker now pushes it over to Mansfield. 3-pointer on its way. That's going to be no good. As Segay gets it, Segay throws it forward to James. James is going to go down. She's going to lose it off the front of the iron. As we're going to get a whistle, we're going to get a foul as Nashio grabbed that ball. Window Rock came in, and they're going to call that on number 12, Kelly James, as James comes in and tries to scoop it away. And rather than a jump ball, she gets whistled for the foul. I think it was a good call. I think sometimes we're quick to rush on that judgment. Is 30-28, 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Quintero with it. Quintero over to Mansfield. Mansfield now puts up a, I don't even know what range, outer space to hit that three-point shot. As ALCHESAY gets the rebound, ALCHESAY goes in, misses her shot, gets it back, puts it back up, is fouled. The foul is going to be on Kelly James, and Kamari ALCHESAY is going to go to the line to shoot two. Here's ALCHESAY. Free throws up. It is good. 30-29. Scouts on top of the Falcons. As Beach is going to check in. Beach is going to check in for Mansfield. ALCHESAY at the line. ALCHESAY puts it up. That's going to be no good. No good. Now it goes through two different sets of legs and goes back to ALCHESAY. ALCHESAY puts it up. It's no good. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it went out of bounds on the Falcons. And going to go belong to the Scouts. I don't know how that ball kicked around the way it did. It went through two sets of legs after the shot. Ended up in the hands of ALCHESAY. ALCHESAY puts it up, loses it. Now the Scouts end up with it. As James with the ball, and it goes out of bounds. As ALCHESAY was real close to getting, how do you say it, a foul? As she kind of ran into him. So Bitselli to inbound. Bitselli now to Edison. Edison, top of the key. Edison now over to her left. Now looks to drive. Edison does drive. And we get a whistle and we get a foul as Edison was really close. As you look out in the stands with these kind of matching colors of the Scouts and the Falcons, a lot of baby blue-ish pom-poms being waved for both of these squads. Edison's going to go to the line to shoot two. Edison, first one on its way. That one's good. Extends the lead to two. 31-29, 14.9 seconds left. Second free throw by Edison. Good. 3-point lead. 14 seconds left. Ball's inbounded to Parker. Parker left to right. Now back to ALCHESAY. ALCHESAY over in the corner to Massey. Massey drives no good. Rebound 13, Williams of the Scouts. As Williams goes to the ground, she's going to get called with the travel. So with 1.9 seconds left, as we get a technical foul on her, and that is not good with 1.9 seconds left if you are the Scouts. As Williams was visibly upset with that call, and so she gets a technical foul. So the Falcons were intending to get the ball after the travel. Now the key is going to be cleared, and I believe they're going to let Parker shoot those. Well, Parker, Mansfield, Quintero, any of them are perfect from the line tonight. As they are going to allow Parker to shoot them. So with 1.9 seconds left, the score is 32-29 with a technical foul. First free throw is no good. As the Scout faithful cheer that one on. Second free throw is good. That's a 2-point lead. Parker shooting the technical foul, 32-30. However, the Falcons can inbound the ball with 1.9 seconds left. I look for them to get it to, I'm thinking Parker to get a quick three. As Massey's going to inbound, Mousy to Burnett. Burnett puts it up. It's going to be good. Off the backboard. Uriah Burnett ties it up. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Welcome back, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com as we get set for our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, tip it off the college with the lowest tuition. Stay, that's Northland Pioneer College. Now offering bachelor's degrees in business and education. Locations in Navajo and Apache County. Northland Pioneer College. I almost called it our Comfort Fit dentures, but no, they're 3s. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, they're our player of the game, so we gave our props as Naomi James gets it. Naomi James now goes back out to, I want to say that was Edison. Edison no good. However, it's rebounded by the Scouts. It's rebounded by number 22, Taylor Largy. Now to the Scouts. Forward to Massey. Massey now gets it stripped away. Back to the Scouts. Steal by the Scouts. Bitselli with the ball. Bitselli now loses it. And that's going to be ALCHESAY to Mansfield. No good. Mansfield wide open now. Bitselli with the ball. Bitselli now drives as we get a whistle. Ball out of bounds. It's going to go to the Scouts. 32-32. ALCHESAY with a golden opportunity to take their first lead of the game. No go. Bitselli, three-pointer. Good. Comfort Fit Dentures, three-pointer. Excuse me, that was Edison. That was Edison. ALCHESAY with the ball. Mansfield driving. Mansfield tries to throw it into Burnett. It goes off the feet of the Scouts. It's going to stay with the Falcons. Massey to inbound. Now to Parker. Parker drives. She goes in. No good as Parker goes in. Edison with it. Edison forward to James. James off the backboard. No good. She's fouled. As they're going to call the foul on ALCHESAY, that's going to be 2 free throws for ALCHESAY. As 6 minutes and 50 seconds left, the Scouts are now up 3, and Naomi James goes to the line to shoot a couple. First free throw is good, no question about it. As Imoni Beach is going to check in. She's going to check in for Mansfield. James stares, puts it up. That's good. 5-point lead for the Scouts. As we get a whistle, we get a timeout. We're going to take it to the Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
Welcome back, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. As the Falcons are going to inbound, down 37-32, 5-point lead for the Scouts. As Leah Massey is going to inbound it. She ends up back with the ball after the inbound. Over to her right. Now to Peyton Parker. Peyton Parker on the near side. Top of the arc. Now she throws it over to Massey. Massey to Burnett. Burnett over on the far side. Burnett now scoops it. I believe that's Beach. Beach goes inside to Classe. Massey with the ball. Massey now to her right. Massey looks to drive. Massey puts up a reverse layup. That's going to be no good. Burnett volleyball sets it off the basket. 2 points for the Falcons. 37-34. Falcons steal. Falcons steal. Parker with the ball. Parker down. Runs the court. No good. Rebound. Rebound Beach. Back to Parker. To Classe. Massey loses it. And Scouts have the ball. Bitzelli with the ball. 37-34. Edison with the ball. Edison now to James. Naomi James with the ball. 28-foot line, top of the key. She goes to her right. She looks to drive. She puts it up and in. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. Naomi James, 2 points for the Scouts. ALCHESAY with the ball. Parker. Parker to Beach. To Classe. To Massey. Massey now tries to drive the lane. She dishes off to Burnett. Burnett, reverse layup. No good, however. She is going to be fouled. Taylor Largy is going to get called for her second personal. That's going to be the first team.
First team foul.
Burnett's going to go to the line to shoot two. Down 39-34. Burnett's first free throw is off the back, no good. As folks, 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in regulation. 39-34, Scouts are on top. Looks like we have some listeners from St. Louis, Missouri tonight. Thank you and welcome to the broadcast. As looks like they're cheering for the Lady Scouts. As Burnett does make her second free throw, 39-35, 4-point lead. Bitzelli now back to Naomi James. As they're going to get a foul as Mansfield is going to unintentionally first personal, second team for Mansfield. As Naomi James is going to inbound. She throws it back to Edison. Edison left to right. Over now to that's Segay. Segay puts up a three-pointer. She's fouled on the three-pointer, so she will go shoot 3 buckets. I shouldn't say buckets, 3 chances. We get a whistle, we get a timeout. We're going to take it to the Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk106.7.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Welcome back to Shola Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk 106.7. You know, if you're watching us on YouTube and looking down at the comments, there is a lot of you that are. Bleep bloop us your thoughts on what the final score is going to be, thoughts on who your player of the game should be, and who's going to advance, as the winner of this game earns the right to go to the state championship and will face either Page or Yuma Catholic. And we'll see how it goes, but lots of great comments tonight, lots of great listeners. iTalk has some of the best people around listening to our broadcasts. As Segay at the line to shoot 3. First free throw is up. It is, yep, it's good. Folks, that went forward to backwards, back to forward, then rolled around and dipped. 40-35, 5 minutes left. Scouts up 5 on the Falcons. That one is no doubt. Second one swishes right through, drops through the bottom of the twine. Segay's next free throw is third and final one is no good. And the rebound's fought for, gathered in by the Scouts. It's passed to James. James ends up with it on the near side. And it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it went out of bounds on James and go back to the Falcons. Down 6. As Massey loses it, as she goes to Classe, Classe goes back to Parker. Burnett with the rebound in there. They kind of went, I know it's not a foul, but they went over the back, but kind of grabbed Burnett and brought her down. So Burnett's going to go to the line, and she's going to shoot another 2 free throws. They're going to say she was on the ground, so the ball is inbounded. Parker ends up with it. Parker tries to push it. Burnett loses it. Naomi James, with the ball. Forward now to Edison. Edison drives. Edison goes to put it up. The crowd wanted to travel, but I don't think her foot left the court. Now to Naomi James. Naomi James drives. She kicks it back out to Segay. Over to Bitselli. Now we're on the far side. Inside to Bitselli. Bitselli puts it up. That's good. Courtney Bitselli, 2 points for the Scouts. Parker with the ball. Over now to Classe. Classe left to right. Classe loses it but gathers it back in. Now she gives it to Mansfield. Mansfield out to Massey. Massey. She puts it up. It's no good. Rebound Scouts. Edison ends up with the ball. Edison now brings it over. Coach Whitney telling him to slow it down. Over to James. James left to right. Now James over in the corner to Segay. Segay puts it up. No good. Burnett gets her hands on it. Now Parker ends up with it. Parker throws it forward to Mansfield, but it's going to go out of bounds on the far end of the court as the long court pass intended for Mansfield. No fruition. As Hannah Quintero checks back into the ball game for Massey. Scouts with the ball. Naomi James. ALCHESAY starting to put pressure on. 43-35, 8-point lead. Edison with the ball. Edison goes, scoops it up, and that's going to go out. Rebound's going to be Classe of the Falcons to Quintero. Quintero drives, puts up about an 8-foot jumper. She kisses it off the glass. 2 points, Hannah Quintero. And Hannah Quintero, first point since the first quarter, as now Naomi James ends up with it. Back to Bitselli. Over back to James. James looks to drive. Now James kicks it out. Kicks it out to Williams. Back to Edison. Over to Segay. To Bitselli. To James, whistle foul. As Mansfield's going to get whistled for a foul. And that is only going to be the third team. But it's 43-37. 6-point lead for the Scouts. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. James inbounds to Edison. Edison now looks to drive. Stolen by Quintero. Quintero forward to Mansfield. Mansfield, left side, left hand, no good. James gets the ball, and James is going to be fouled. As Mansfield came down close to putting it up and in, she kind of lost her footing and went left side, left hand, was a little too far under the basket, tried to scoop it up and in, and Quintero is going to get whistled for the foul. Part of the reason Quintero has been dry is because she had her 3 fouls. Now she has her 4th. As we get a whistle and we get a full timeout by the Falcons. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back, Sheldon Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. With a score of 43-37, the Fighting Scouts are on top of the ALCHESAY Falcons. Live from Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in this ball game, as Naomi James is going to go to the line to shoot 2. And folks, don't go anywhere. We have our Deemer's Glass man of the game, as well as our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. And due to restrictions here, we will not have either one of those join us. But nonetheless, we're going to give them to you as James sinks her first free throw. That puts the lead 44-37. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left here in this ball game. Next free throw's on its way. It is good. Naomi James makes the lead 45-37, back to an 8-point lead, as here comes Quintero. Quintero pushing it for the Falcons. She loses it, gathers it back in. Now to ALCHESAY. ALCHESAY wanted a three-pointer, now to Quintero. Quintero brings it over. Now she tries to throw it to Parker. It goes out of bounds, back to the Scouts. Naomi James with the ball for the Scouts. She brings it forward. Crosses over center court. Now she's at the 28-foot line, drifting to her right. Now sends it over to Edison. Edison back to James. James now makes a spin move. Excuse me. James does make a spin move. Now goes back. Gives it back to Segay. Segay now over to Edison. Back to James. James looking to drive. Now James puts a fake. She puts it up, kisses it off the glass, but it is no good. Rebound is going to be Williams of the Scouts. She loses it. We get a shot clock violation as it goes. As they're going to talk about it, I still think it was a shot clock violation by the way that one kind of ended up. As again, folks, we have our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass player of the game and our Deemer's Glass man of the game. As it's pretty even tonight. There's one player that's kind of pushing their way out on top. Mansfield to inbound. Mansfield now brings the ball. She looks to drive. She loses it. Partially blocked. Window Rock comes up with it. Naomi James with the ball now. Naomi James has it knocked away. Quintero gets it back for the Falcons. New shot clock, Mansfield. Now Mansfield loses it. Now Mansfield brings it over. Mansfield puts up a three-point shot. Comfort Fit Dentures, three-point shot. Kylie Mansfield. 17 for her on the night. To the Scouts, Williams with the ball. Williams now to James. James to Edison. Edison to her right. Edison looking to drive. Now it's knocked. Bitselli gets it back. Somehow the Scouts end up with the possession. Under a minute left. Here comes Naomi James to Williams. Williams. Easy shot from the side. 47-40. As Mansfield puts up another three-point shot, it's going to be no good. Burnett's going to be there to get the rebound. Burnett's going to put it back up for 2 points. 38 seconds left, 47-42. Edison pushes it. We're going to go whistle. We're going to timeout. We're going to take it to the Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com as the Window Rock Fighting Scouts with 34 seconds left holding on to a 47-42 lead. Trying to advance in the state tournament for the right to play either Page or Yuma Catholic. Naomi James inbounds the ball, inbounds it to Edison. Edison in the backcourt, now brings it over the time stripe. Edison at the 28-foot line gives it back to James inside the circle at midcourt. Now she brings it forward, gets it back to Edison as they're going to force ALCHESAY to foul, and that's going to be ALCHESAY's. They are in the bonus, so Window Rock, it's going to go on Quintero. Quintero, the senior, is going to leave to a standing ovation in what looks like, unfortunately right now, her last game in a Falcon uniform as she leaving it all on the court tonight, folks. Something you don't necessarily like to see, but the competitor that she is, Hannah Quintero, the senior for the Falcons, as that's going to bring in Leah Lupe. And we're going to have Edison at the line to shoot two. Edison's first free throw is no good. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to go with our Deemer's Glass Glassman of the game as well as our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Get your windshield repair by the experts. Player of the game. Edison's next free throw, 47-42. 5-point lead is good. Falcons with the ball. Parker has it. Parker pushes it up the court. Parker drives the lane. She loses it as she slides down. Loses the ball. It's going to go back to the Scouts. James with it. James forward. Now Burnett intercepts it, but we get a foul as they're going to call that on Parker. That's her second personal. Doesn't matter on the team. We're already in the bonus, 48-42. As Naomi James going to the line to shoot two. James with 9 on the night. You wouldn't know only 9 by the amount of times we've called her name, bringing up and down the ball, as she's been very good on free throws tonight, as she is 5 of 6. Make that 6 of 7. 49-42. Scouts are on top. 9.5 seconds left. Live from Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum. James' next free throw's up. It is good. 7 of 8 for her. As Mansfield gets the ball, we get a foul, and that's just going to be an inbound foul. 7.8 seconds left. They're going to call that on Colleen Segay.
First, third team foul.
Lupe to inbound. Lupe pushes it forward to Mansfield. Mansfield left, right. Over to Clisay. Clisay 4 seconds, 3 seconds. As she's going to throw it, and it's going to go over the Mansfield, and it's going to go. We're going to have our final score here as the Window Rocket Fighting Scouts advance by a score of 50-42. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. We're going to go first to our Deemer's Glass Glassman of the game. Need glass for your home or business. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass 1-888-Glassman. And our Glassman of the game in a losing effort tonight is going to be number 10, Kylie Mansfield of the ALCHESAY Falcons, with 5 3-pointers and 2 free throws for 17 points on the night. Congratulations to her. Deemer's Glass, need glass for your home or business. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside, quality glass at affordable prices. 1-888-Glassman. And now we go to our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint Player of the Game. Our Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint Player of the Game with 18 points on the night is going to be Courtney Bitselli of the Window Rock Fighting Scouts as they do advance 50-42. They will play the winner of the nightcap here. Yuma Catholic, or Page. So folks, don't, how do I say this? I say don't go anywhere, because we're going to be back here 9 o'clock tomorrow for the St. John's Lady Redskins and their state title game against the Fountain Hills Falcons. At 3:45 tomorrow, we will have the Snowflake Coolidge game. As if you haven't read about that, just get on social media for a time and read what's going on there. But the game was actually slated for 11 o'clock today. It will be at 3:45, and then at 6 o'clock, the Snowflake Lady Lobos will play the Tuba City Warriors to what I'm guessing is going to be a record crowd for this Coliseum for a high school basketball game, as the Tuba City Warriors will take on the Lady Lobos for the Copper Invitational Championship, the Small Schools Open. So folks, 3 games tomorrow on the slate. Tune in, we'd love to have you. We apologize we're not able with restrictions, but an audio-only broadcast is pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and say goodnight from Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum. We will see you in the morning. This is and has been Show La Forge presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pinetop and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airways, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airways is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.